Are you guys ready to rumble, guys? We are about to see something we have never seen before. Lead lag report says, right? We are traveling through uncharted waters right now. We're at a point where who knows what's going to happen. We're at a point where there's no return. Okay? And every time I think about Donald Trump, it makes me happy. Because he's fulfilling his role beautifully. Whenever I think about the collapse, it makes my heart sing. Look at what Warren Buffett is doing right now, which you're not paying attention to, which 99.99999% of the world doesn't care. Warren Buffett is sitting on enough cash to buy 476 companies in the S&P 500. What? That's basically the whole thing, guys. Right? So Berkshire Hathaway's cash pile rises to a new record and is now sitting at, let's see here, what is that, $350 billion? Does that say? Or about? Come on, guys. $350 billion. Do you guys understand what this means? Number one, he's clearly, Warren Buffett clearly has been talking to the Federal Reserve about not buying and not using his cash reserves before the collapse. He's clearly an insider. If you haven't noticed by now, then I don't know what to say. He's probably going to deploy it either a major recession happens or the collapse. I'm thinking more so the collapse. Because in 2020, even though that was so scary, right? He deployed some cash reserves right here, guys. It like kind of dropped off a cliff, but then it kept rising back up again, right? Parabolically. So I'm thinking it's during the collapse where he's going to deploy all of this cash into buying companies, into different stocks, right? Into the world, guys. And he's going to become a trillionaire, literally, right? After the collapse, it seems as. And not to mention, he has bought Ripple Partners before, right? Shares of Ripple's partners. So yeah, this is a scary sign if you ask me. It's definitely scary. Number two, JP Morgan, another insider, by the way. CEO Jamie Dimon filed to sell 134,000 shares of JP Morgan at $236 per share. You could see all this and yeah, look at this. So coming down here, when insiders sell, they know something. Follow the quiet money, not the headlines. Right? Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. I wonder why. So now are we starting to understand what's happening, guys? Right? Maybe for taxes, or maybe he's buying other things and he needs this cash. But someone did point out this person sells at the top. Okay? So are these his sells right here, guys? It kept going higher. He sold here a little bit. Okay, so that was basically the top, right? Literally the top. He sold at the top, and he did it again right now, right? So does that mean this thing is going to go down like this? 32 million. I don't know, guys, but it's not looking too great. If we're looking at the macro, right? If we're looking at certain indicators from these insiders, they're saying, hey, red alert, right? Maybe something worse could be on the horizon. For XRP, we're under the moving average, not a good look. If you're a bull, you want to be above this moving average, guys. And it's sitting at $2.10. So right there. But I do believe these events need to happen first in order for XRP to really, really rise, in order for the true value to appear. What needs to happen, Extra VOD? What needs to happen? Well, Jim Rickards says it in plain sight. Quote, there are two choices in a currency war. Either the system collapses or it's reformed like what happened with Bretton Woods, end quote. This currency war is spanning until 2025 or 2030. Looks like we have hit the eye of the storm, folks. Do you guys see what's about to happen? Right? And this time, they're not reforming it because there's no choice. It's a total collapse. either the system collapses, it will.
Is not always in a currency war, but when we are, they can last a very long time. What I describe as Currency War I lasted from 1921 to 1936. What I described as Currency War II lasted from 1967 to 1987 with the Louvre Accord following the Paris Accord. Currency War, so one was 15 years, one was 20 years. Currency War III began in 2010, and if you go out 15 years, we're looking at 2025 to 2030. The reason currency wars last so long...
Pause for a second. So 2025 to 2030, that's a timeline of one moon, literally, right? And it matches up beautifully. So it could happen at any point in time, guys. I'm speculating 2026. I'm thinking next year. All right, I'm thinking next year things heat up like never before.
They have no logical conclusion. They have no logical conclusion. The only way a currency war ends is either the system collapses or you reform the system. You can reform the system as we did at Bretton Woods, or as we did at the Smithsonian Agreement, the Plaza Accord, and the Louvre Accord in the 80s, or you can let the system collapse, as happened in 1914, 1939. So those are your two choices.
Yeah, guys, I mean, the system is collapsing 100%. I don't know about anybody else. They're getting ready. Look at this. The full adoption of ISO 20022 for cross-border payments with SWIFT as the primary network is slated for November of 2025, in the time frame of 2025 to 2030. Come on, guys. Then Ripple says, wait a minute, because global businesses need fast, low-cost ways to move money. Our LUSD is now integrated into Ripple payments, enabling real-time cross-border payments backed by institutional-grade compliance, transparency, and trust. The new standard is here. When else have you heard Ripple say a new standard? Right? XRP is the standard, and now for the stablecoin sphere, it's RLUSD. They're not joking around, guys. Right? This system needs to change like completely. Technology's influence is growing exponentially, and it has already modernized countless industries, from medicine and commerce to manufacturing and agriculture. Yet the cross-border payment systems remain trapped in the past as legacy infrastructure adds unnecessary complexity to the global money movement. Why do you think the world is heading to where it's at with all this political uncertainty? You know why? Because for Ripple to reign supreme, for XRP to be integrated into the financial system, it's all for that sole purpose, to upgrade. Not even upgrade, to change it completely. Why? Because the foundation needs to be changed. The pyramid's foundation. International payments should be fast, affordable, and seamless. Stablecoins offer an alternative to traditional payment rails with real-time settlements, lower fees, increased transparency, and greater accessibility. These advantages have helped stablecoin adoption surge across businesses and financial institutions. Okay? So, in the future, there's going to be different types of payments, stablecoin payments, the use of XRP. Okay? Stablecoins are a type of digital currency designed to maintain the value of fiat assets like USD or Euro, or assets like commodity. Pegging the value of a stablecoin to a fiat reduces the price volatility that may be associated with some cryptocurrencies, making stablecoins a practical choice for payments. They provide the best of both worlds, the reliability of traditional currency and efficiency of the blockchain technology. This is what? A stablecoin pegged to the USD. Here, Jim Rickards talks about currency wars. For something to die and another to rise, the USD, the dollar, will get dissolved. For new systems to come into place. Okay. So we know what's going on, guys. I don't know about other people, but just letting you know out there, the S&P forms a death cross for the first time since March of 2022. A death cross is a change of trend. A death cross meaning the name death will appear soon, right? So if that's the case, that's going down, guys. We'll see. Gold is just rampaging on. Rampaging onward, guys. It's not stopping. Why? When gold does this, something is in trouble, right? Things are not looking too well right now. Goldman Sachs has raised their 2025 gold target to $3,700 with a maximum target of 4.5K. If gold heads towards $4,000 this year, yeah, guys, it's over, right? It's whatever's coming for cryptos or stocks, it's going to be something terrifying, and maybe the collapse happens sooner than we think it will. The timeline he gives is 2025 to 2030. But we'll see. Looks, I mean, a lot of scary news are coming out and about. The People's Bank of China has allocated extra gold import quotas for some commercial banks. Here comes China. I think everyone wants gold, guys. Right? Not a good sign. It's a sign they are getting ready for what? External events. You guys see? Burst basis trade blow up. Hedge fund extends April losses to 10% amid turmoil. Any minute now, we are going to start hearing about catastrophic losses at multi-strat hedge funds, guys. It seems like it's already beginning, right? And if these things do collapse, it's going to have an effect, right? It's going to be like a domino effect until the Federal Reserve steps in, such as AMD stock falls minus 8% on the news of Macy's banning sales of Nvidia and H20 chip to China. Then, Hong Kong suspends postal service for all goods being sent to the United States. China says the United States will, the United States' extremely shameless tariff war will backfire soon. No, it won't, guys. They're in on it. I'm sorry to say. Countries have to die, and they will. Right, until the Federal Reserve steps in. Nasdaq falls. Right, everything seems like it's falling, guys. And then there are inside trades happening. Someone always knows ahead of time, right? So right now things are completely bearish until what happens, guys? China's M2 ascending, crypto will follow. This blue line, that's China. This line, United States, when this explodes, it will, guys, due to a black swan event, plus 30 trillion. That's when we rise, and it will not stop until the collapse. So it's quite clear. Let us prepare. Let us be patient to see what happens next. Not financial advice. But anyways, that's all face amazing. See ya.